Ranting, the kids cheering sound effect. Again, this sound is created in 1999 and it is very old. 1. It shocks my belly. 2. It's overused. 3. Me BPR yes KCSFX no. Christy Perez and Charlie the Randomer hates this sound. And I will tell you 30 more reasons when it comes up. 1. It was heard in Super Simple Song's video from 2009 called Count and Move when they were done counting the sound came up. 2. It was heard in Y2K's song called Y2KBB and O Dollar La 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 official music video when the man walks with the purple background, the sound came up. 3. It was heard in Doofy the Dragon intro after he says Doofy the Dragon the sound came up. 4. It was heard in Jack Jellify's video called Thanks for 900k subscribers when 900,000 shows up the sound came up with confetti. 5. It was heard in SpongeBob movie from 2000 for when the fish cheer at Goofy Goobers, the sound came up. 6. It was heard in a video called Inside Out Guess the Emotions when the text says Wow well done the sound came up. 7. It was heard in Rax Flipnote's video called Try This If You're Depressed after the guy says hamburger the sound came up. 8. It was heard in Junie Tony's 10 million subscribers when the sub count says 10 million the sound came up. 9. It was heard in Gaming Sound SFX video called Kids Cheering HD, the sound is in the whole video. 10. It was heard in Sacris video called Find the Happy Star, when the star is found, the sound comes up. 11. It was heard in Sonic David's video called Exercise when he says I'm a beast the sound came up. 12. It was heard in Space Jam, a new legacy movie from 2021, when LeBron and the Looney Tunes arrive at the place the sound came up. 13. It was heard in Moss Haven's video when Lie exits for the sound came up. 14. It was heard in Flu Shot Madness, the sound came up in the beginning. 15. It was heard in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade when Santa appears the sound came up. 16. It was heard in Siowa World's video when the text says subscribe to Get A in Your Exams the sound came up. 17. It was heard in Freebie video after the person says everybody ready, the sound came up. 18. It was heard in an American Dad episode after Stan walks out, the sound came up. 19. It was heard in GHS video called 10 million subscribers when the sub count reached 10 million the sound came up. 20. It was heard in another song called Static Tatsune Miku, at the end of the song the sound came up. 21. It was heard in Ben Bros video called Top 10 Most Used Emojis the sound was played in the beginning. 22. It was heard in Evolution of the Thwomp 1988 to 2017 when the text says Fun Announcement the sound came up. 23. It was heard in Shopkins 2016 ad when the female announcer gives you anything, the sound came up. 24. It was heard in Storyline Online's video called Library Lion when the woman arrives back at the library the sound came up. 25. It was heard in Team Umizoomi episode called Ellie the Elephant when a kid says there she is the sound came up. 26. It was heard in Random Stuff's video called Thanks for 2,000 subscribers when 2,000 appears the sound came up with confetti. 27. It was heard in another Random Stuff video called X turns 15 when the Algebralians 1 and 5 appear the sound came up. 28. It was heard in Peekaboo Kids when he says trivia time, the sound comes up. 29. It was heard in Mationsbaum video called Tweaking the Bubble plush I don't know when the sound comes up. And now it's time for the final reason why the KCSFX was used. 30. It was heard in BFDI Mini Seriously final episode when the David got the trophy the sound came up with other cheering sounds. Do you know who likes this sound? Shelly AUTTP. Do you know who hates it? Me, FK 2009, Christy Perez, Charlie the Randomer. End of rant.